I swear to you, but that's a cool thing.
So he's ready to hear these guys play?
Wait a minute, we got one more.
We got one more.
We got the man of the, everybody knows Mr. Paul back here, so he's helped every musician, I think, in this town at least somehow.
He's
Either giving them a buck, buying them lunch, helping them with a gig, carrying their equipment, letting them borrow equipment. I could go on forever with the just.
He always says that Danny raises him.
No one guy in this town has done more for local musicians than
right
Paul.
there, man. That's right.
This is the man that brought. Look, I grew up in this town. This town used to be hammering 70s and 80s with a music scene like no other, and then it just went.
Money.
This man brought it back. The sole, one and only sole person, human being that brought the music scene back to Zanesville, right here.
Everybody,
that's a fact. I'm not just saying
everybody in this
that's
town that's coming up goes through Paul's jail.
That's
Second
a
Thursday
fact.
of the month at the barn.
Because nobody, before he started really getting and saying, hey, let's do this, the scene was dead. All of us went, we all went to Columbus, we went to Cincinnati, we went to Cleveland. It was dead here. So he is the sole person that brought rock and roll back to Zanesville, plain and simple. So, as a drummer, that's what it started out at.
Yeah,
the family, right? The Quinn family.
With the Quinns.
Yeah.
I played in a band in Columbus for 30 years called Dr. Inc.
Well,
and Gangster was the other band.
Some fucked up. We all had some fucked up names back in the day, man. I mean, I had Steel Shadow, and we were weird.
And I came to Zanesville and met A.J. Adams, and we made up the Funkapus.
Yeah, and
AJ, man.
That says it all right there.
Yes,
that name says it all. That's rock and roll to a T.
Man.
Did you say you had
People usually seem to be surprised that I was in that band.
Keep them coming, Sandy.
So who was your influences?
I grew up on the Beatles, of course.
So Ringo all the way.
But our neighborhoods, there was a band like on every block.
Hell yeah.
On one block
Here in town?
Yeah, in Zanesville. I grew up on Forest Avenue. On one block there was John Moore.
Oh yeah.
And he had a band. And the Jim Rose lived next door. They had a band. And in fact, they had a club in Newark, Club No Place.
Yeah, that's how I grew up. Same way. When I grew up in through here, that was a band.
Another block there was Mark Dinan. He's still playing around town, but he was a lot of the popular bands at that time.
You might remember,
like every block there was.
You might remember the bands. You might not. But remember the Chancellors?
Yeah.
Okay. My dad was a drummer for the Chancellors.
Okay.
So that was back when the Blockhouse was rocking. Swallows.
I was at Swallows.
Oh yeah.
Swallows.
Jimmy God's there a lot.
Yeah,
Well,
Gods.
and I got my paper route from Tom Wiseman, and the Muffs and Money.
Yeah, money. Yeah.
So I knew him when I was a little kid.
One of the bands I love.
Y'all ready for some live music?
One of my influences was Eric and them, man. When I met him.
Oh, my uncle, Eric Moore.
Yeah, I met him when I was 14.
Oh, Eric Moore's your uncle. But when I
I got some stories about him, man.
Eric Moore is everybody's uncle or dad.
I got some stories about him. I knew him, man.
Yeah.
But
There's a good guy.
And I met him too.
Look, I used to spend time up at Sunrise.
He gave me 4 picks in one show. I sat right up front in my sheriff's shirt.
Me and him went snowblind a couple times.
Camouflage hat. And he finished singing a song and he handed me a pick, man. I had 4 of his picks.
Ted is one of the coolest guys.
when I was 9 years old, my brother got a newspaper out delivered to the Times Recorder. So my parents said, "Guess what? You're now the helper on the paper route." So I'm 9 years old. I was out there delivering papers down Linden Avenue, and I made $1 a week.
Paper boy, man.
$1 a week. He made more then than he does now.
I'm guilty. I did it too. I'm guilty. I did it too, man. You get $30 a month.
I bought my cousin's used drum set.
Drumsticks?
Yeah,
Not just bought the sticks,
yeah, an
right?
old Ludwig set that I bought. And I just always wanted to play drums and went right to it. Finally, when I was 30 and had a couple kids, I decided to learn some guitar, which is not really the best time to do it. You got 2 little kids.
That's the only time to do it.
Hey, in countries where they don't play guitar, I'm badass.
You heard that? In countries where they don't play guitar, Danny's a fucking king.
That's right.
So when I came back to Zanesville in 2013, I left in 1982. I came back in 2013, and nobody was really using social media in town. So I went around to all the venues, the barn and all up down Linden Avenue places, and told them they ought to start using Facebook. And I started some Facebook pages of my own. I Love Zanesville, BQ's Rock and Roll Circus, 740, Zanesville musicians.
Zanesville musicians, baby.
It's like, if nobody else is doing it, I'll spread the word.
That's right.
So that's kind of how I got
That's why I use him as my social media coordinator.
And then,
I'm
you
an
know, you
idiot
got
when it comes
this
to
shit right
shit.
here.
He's not.
And now I'm playing with these superstars.
You betcha.
Speaking of playing with these superstars, how about we back off? Let them jack
Get
off.
ready to listen to some